Gordon, who is gonna be running away from the George Headley and now in bowls to Davis, who shoulders arms. Not something that you would. Oh, that's a beautiful shot, attractive shot. He holds the pose for the camera and remarks his guard. He's absolutely nailed that one through point for 4 from Wayne Davis. Gordon will not be pleased. No, he will not be pleased with that either because he's punked that one off the front foot for 4. Oh, what a shot that is. Davis, no way Gordon would be pleased with that. He won't be pleased with that either. One bounce over extra cover. Well, is this the match? Is this the excitement that we've been waiting for on the up?
Ball to Tristan Coleman, who also packs a punch.
And Coleman looking to muster that one through the covers. The throws goes to his end. And they get a single. So he's off and running. His score is Davis. And this one is nicely played there from Davis, pushing that a mid wicket. And there is Log, who's patrolling short mid wicket. But here he goes over the head of Log. Will that go into the hands of mid wicket? Well, there you have it. There was a mid wicket and a long on, and Coleman has found the man on the mid wicket boundary. He perishes to the bowling of Pete Salmon, and with that the total now 16 for 1. Good delivery there from Salmon, making life difficult for Coleman to get onto that one.
Yeah, didn't give him any flight to ones are 16 for 1.
Salmon again, and pushing that one to backward point. Nicely fielded there by Ryan Francis, and the end of a very good over from the bowling of. And so hoping we can see some excitement of that nature in this game. Ryan Francis into bowl to Walters, who's tugging this one into the leg side. No, they won't come back for the second. Looks to be Salman, who's whipping that one hard on the bounce to the keeper. It's a good thing you raise. How many deliveries do you really need to get yourself in? Do you start to go from ball 1, or do you give
In the 11 today, didn't play yesterday.
And Walters is punching this one out to deep extra cover, and he motors through for a single. And with that he moves to 2.
Right. Expect Wayne Davis to go big here.
Inside out shot on. He's trying to take on that.
He's now going to be bowling to O'Shane Walters.
And Walters is sweeping this one from outside off stump down to deep backward square leg. Gordon does well. And he'll just get 120.
I think maybe after this over they probably need to use that batting power play.
He's muscling that one. This down to mid wicket. The field is nicely placed. So Glenn having everything going well, so to the deep fielder to on the mid-wicket boundary to warm up. Well, this one is in there. It's going to take some catching. I think it's going to drop in no man's land. No, it doesn't. It's an amazing catch. Absolutely brilliant catch from the fielder running off. Firing those deliveries, and he's also tall. And there you go, firing that one at the stumps, a dot ball. This is good.
Time, football that is, and played cricket on the 1915-17.
Senior he has to look to target. He has to look to target that leg side. He goes offside. He's punching that one in front of point. They'll look for the second. They'll get it easily. It's fired in flat by Senior. That they should be looking to go at this point. They have to. I mean, it's short, and that one was quick and well bowled there. Will he get there? He doesn't. That was tantalizingly close to a bowl and caught there. Disappointed that if Thomas, he has to either, yes, he has to get bat and ball. I think he's aware of that. That's going to run away pretty close to the boundary. It gets there, and he's bowling very fast. Is Rowan Senior.
Served in doing that.
And that will be a dot ball, a priceless one for the Surrey Royals, as they have
Krishmar Santoki in the hut as O'Hara bowls to Davis. That's it in the air. Down to long on. Should be taken. Is taken. Good catch. It went hard towards the man at long on. And he was quick to run up. So he's around the wicket now to Errol Thomas. And he's cracking that backward of point. Deep cover comes around, but no chance. The quickest of them all, Raywin Senior, is on the boundary. But not even him could stop that shot from Errol Thomas. He gets four.
Really races across the turf.
O'Hara over the wicket this time to Thomas, and a slower delivery into the pitch. Was unable to negotiate that. And cover in the circle. Over the wicket to Thomas, and he bowls him. He beats him just outside the off stump. That one almost as if it kept a little bit lower. It was a wrong.
Didn't really get up that much also.
And he's down to that delivery. Advances, opens up the blade, gets it to the left of extra cover, but man at long off comes around, does the fielding.
And Thomas and Paul Allen get as much as they can.
Yeah, Merchant just dabs that one into the point region. The power play to his liking and change the game from there as he faces Raywin Senior, hits this off the outer half of the bat. He peels away down to short third man and he gets into the boundary for 4. More like over backward point rather than short third man. And Merchant gets his first boundary off the innings.
Titans, they will look into him for more of this.
Raywin Senior over the wicket. Well, around the wicket. So
He does know.
Senior again to Merchant. He's looking for the big slug sweep. Misses everything. Touches the wicket keeper who can't prevent a bye. Even as he hit the stumps. Extra cover long off on the boundary on the offside. The other 3 are on the leg side as this is to Errol Thomas. Is dragging this towards mid wicket and they think about 2. Merchant is on his way. And there's a chance for an overthrow. A poor piece of feeling there. It looks like, yeah, watch the third. This is the 3rd match I'm watching with them. Don't understand the role of Thomas, who gets another edge off the outer half of the bat. Flies past the wicketkeeper and short third man for 4.
Strong error for Thomas. He's edge 2 down to the third. Short third man. It's for him perfectly with the left arm spinner angling the ball into him.
Short outside the off stump, a wide delivery. Signaled so by the umpire. I think that is definitely wide. O'Hara passes the umpire to Merchant, who is slapping that through the mid-wicket region for 4. As this is the batting power play over with extra cover and third man out. And Merchant taking on is in and long on his back. O'Hara to Merchant. He's slapping that top tier North Stand 6. It almost went into the dressing rooms in the North Stand. And there's normally no fielders there, except if you're Kyron Pollard. Again, this one to Merchant is into the stands. 6 more. It's not as 3 deliveries bowled, 16 runs conceded. O'Hara to Merchant, who is swatting at that one. Hits him on the thigh. And no chance of a LBW there, so a dot.
First over that Davis.
Yeah, and a
kneeled.
change in stance for Merchant, who is waiting on another full delivery. That is in the top tier of the stands. 6 more. A third half a dozen in
Draft.
He's
Into one of those teams.
yeah, he's almost a first pick in the 50 over team now, and a part of the 4-day team. That one goes between his bat and his pad and goes through for a single, or is it a bye? Umpire says leg bye. Was tidy yesterday in the midst of that onslaught from Blackwood and Lewis. Well, this one is carved backward a point for 4 by Merchant. His second 4 of the innings. He's hung off protecting the shorter side. He loves to go inside out, does Jamie Merchant. Well, he's hitting this over to the north, to the mound area. It goes towards the mid-wicket, and Nicholson Gordon comes around and limits them to 2. Square leg should have been to his left as they are signaled to deal with a hike over mid-wicket. Here's Merchant now, waits on Francis and use this deftly to the expense of the bowler. Stepped outside the off stump and the scar
Delicate, you'd say lock there over short fine leg.
proving to be difficult to bowl to as this one skims off the edge. O'Hara gives up the chase. He does eventually, and he gets into the boundary for 4. You play with the moment as Francis around the wicket to Merchant is bowled him. Anticlimactic but brilliant for the Royals. Held his composure, did Ryan Francis, and speared it in at off stump. Short third man and short fine leg, who is very fine. Francis to Allen. They skews out to cover, and Nicholson Gordon gave up on that chase. And one bounce to end the over. One more after.
Here in this final over.
Gordon over the stumps to Thomas, hits him hard on high on the bat, and the ball skews to cover. Another catch for Ray Wynn Sr., his third. And the demise of Errol Thomas. Probably the importantly. Yeah, Allen was the man of the match in that, as Gordon bows to Allen, hits his high in the air and taken by Bonner. Power failure for Sheridan Allen. And no.
Get that so far.
So Nicholson is on a hat-trick now.
Yep.
Big moment to Jermaine Morgan, and he bowls him. He gets the hat-trick. The first one of the competition. Jermaine Morgan bowled Nicholson Gordon. A hat-trick for... Yeah, 2 balls to come. As this is hit inside out, over extra cover, should go to the boundary. It does. And Krishmar Santoki gets off the mark for 4. Your better players at the top of the 10 over innings. This is short from Nicholson Gordon. It's hit out to mid-wicket. They're going to try to come back for 2. They should get back home despite a slip from Santoki. And at the end of over number 10, the Middlesex Titans, they get home to 92 for 7. They have to take what they get from where they are.